The interesting thing about the last 16 years of my journey is that every year, actually, if you Google Singapore property market crash, every year will have articles and research. I myself suffered from timing the market. So I suffered from timing the market close to about 8 years ago. I was trying to time the market by being a pessimist. But after doing deep research, I realized that now in 2023, we are very different because we have 16 rounds of cooling measures. These cooling measures has changed the entire investment spectrum. Let me share with you why. Just by the very latest ABSD 60%, if let's say any research were to be based on whether does foreigners coming in, will they stop supporting the market, right? Basically what has happened is that if we look at a supply on a deeper level, we only have 360,000 condo units. If I combine all condos, apartments and EC, there are only 360,000. Every year, we will only increase by about 10,000 new units through new launches. And right now, at this point in time, there are about 96,000 units owned by foreigners and PRs. So technically, we only have 260 over 1,000 units owned by Singaporeans. Now, what has happened is that when they double up the ABSD, the psychological effect happens on the reverse. That means foreigners and PRs, they will not sell. They will hold. They will continue to rent out, or they will stay, or they can leave it blank if they have holding power. Why? Because they bought before the 60% ABSD. So all the more they cannot sell. Because they sell, they cannot buy back. So we are trapped in the sense that 90,000 over units are trapped. We only have a roving liquidity of about 260,000 units. So in fact, if we look at the total supply of condos and apartments, it's actually pretty limited, and we still have various push factors from overseas investors. We have a lot of internalized citizenships as well, from foreigners internalizing into citizens, PRs into citizens. And our government's goal is always to increase population. Plus, there's one more research that shows that holding power for real estate owners has increased from 3 to 9 years with the introduction of seller stamp duty and all the various cooling measures. So I think we are in a very different season. I think that basically if we look at Singapore as land scarce compared to other countries where our supply is so limited and increase at such a slow pace, then I think we should be quite confident about the market. So I think the base analysis is that in every year, there is a chance to buy something that has a stronger potential. So it shouldn't be timing the whole market. It should be hunting for the type of property that can move faster. Yeah, so I think that should be one of the framework that you can adopt.